7:49 a.m. It's the 3rd of August, which means the elections are well and truly underway. You're tuned in to SABC elections at the ROC at Tshwane, and this is where the nerve center of our broadcasters are taking place as we cross to various parts of the country, bringing you your story from your area throughout the course of the day. And in fact, let's go straight to the Free State now and find out what's happening in that part of the world. And Ntakwana is there, and there is the venue. Let's catch up with Ntakwana. What's happening in the Free State?
Good morning, Peter. Yes, finally, good morning from the City of Roses here in Bloemfontein. We have been also up since 5 o'clock this morning, just as much as you. And this center here in the Free State, in the center of Bloemfontein, has been operating from Thursday. And today, as you know, is the final day when the day of reckoning comes. Everybody has been waiting for this day. And here in the Free State, we have about 1.4 million voters, and about 1,500 candidates are vying for those votes. There are about 309 wards here in the Free State. And in 2011, if we look at those results, we saw the ANC scooping more than 70% of the vote, and we saw the DA trailing at around 19%, and of course the other parties sharing about 9%. But of course, we have a different view this year. We might see the EFF making a big play here in the Free State. And with me now to get a sense of what has been happening in terms of preparations running up to this day, we have the electoral officer of the Free State, Jabulani Chabalala, with me. Welcome, Dr. Chabalala. Now, we had the special voting yesterday. If you can just give us a brief sense of what happened and how it went.
Well, the past 2 days have served as a rehearsal for us. Dry run, more or less, just to make sure that everything is in place. And today, fortunately, all our tents are up. Voting stations have been prepared properly. The material has been distributed to all various voting stations. We're just getting reports as to whether our staff are there and whether all voting stations are open or not. Where voting stations are not open, we will attend to that quite expeditiously so that we can resolve whatever challenges there are or bottlenecks they are encountering.
Now, we have not heard anything about hotspots in the Free State except in the last 2 days when we were told that some security agencies would be deployed to 3 areas in the Free State. Are those serious concerns for you?
It's not. It's just a contingency measure based on what happened previously. You're talking about the Kwakwa area, I suppose, Sasolburg and Botterville area, just to make sure that people are safe, people are secure, they can go and vote without any hindrance.
Now, if we look at the day itself, how are you looking for it to pan out in terms of your preparations? Are you ready?
We are optimistic. Based on what we have prepared, we think everything will run smoothly. If there is anything that will happen that is not part of our plan, we'll come with mitigating factors just to deal with it.
Okay, now if you look at the parties that are contesting this year, we're looking at around 27, yes. And that's a huge number compared to the previous elections. Also, the independent candidates have gone up. Give us a sense of what has happened in that score.
Well, it's good for democracy. Remember, we are a multi-party democracy, so the more the merrier. 27 is good for us, but we still want more. We've got 83 independents, as you have indicated, compared to the 31 we have in 2011. But it's good for democracy.
Now, if we look at the wards, in the previous years, we had about 317. They've gone down to 309. What has happened with the demarcation? Because, I mean, we've seen other areas that have seen demarcations or wards being amalgamated and so on and so forth. What were the reasons for the Free State in particular?
Well, there are a number of varied reasons. Depending on the standards that are set by MDB, because we're not responsible for the wards. It could be the issues of migration, where people have migrated from the province. It could be issues of deaths, people have died, the decrease in population of the Free State. It could be issues of economic factors of various municipalities, whether they're economically viable or not. So those are the issues that are taken into account when determining the ward boundaries.
Right. That's the electoral officer of the Free State, Mr. Jabulani Chabalala, giving us a sense of what has been happening in the run-up to this very important day in the local government elections here in the Free State. But we will be here at the elections results center throughout the day today and throughout the day tomorrow, just to get a sense as the results start trickling in. But of course, as I said, in the previous elections, we had the ANC winning with a majority. We had the DA trailing after them. But of course, we know that we have the EFF, who are now a major player in the political landscape here in South Africa. And we're looking to see how they will perform in this province. And of course, if they will take something away from the ANC. But for now, that's an introduction of the Free State, the City of Roses, and the Free State province for these local government elections. We'll be back with you later on in the day. Peter?
And Ntagwana, we certainly look forward to catching up with you. Ntagwana is there at the Free State Results Centre, and that's